So you know our phrase "pass turn, make that ass burn."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just that.
What'd you say?
Yeah, pass turn, make that ass burn.
All right. You said it's one of the Ojers?
Yeah, Ojer, Axonil, I guess his name.
This one?
Yeah. You know, that green one's actually pretty good too for like big creature decks.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So yeah, he's if a red source would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than his power to an opponent, it deals basically your 1 damage pingers become 4 damage pingers, and you have all those things that are like whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Firebrand Archer deals 1 damage to each opponent.
Mm-hmm.
If you cast 2 non-creature spells, you deal 8 damage to every player, except for you. So it's like a burn deck.
All right.
So all those effects that trigger the deal 1 damage to each opponent become really, really good.
We need to get all the monocolored stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Nykthos. Let's get
Now
this
it's only damage to an opponent, but
Nykthos, Scepter. Is this one gonna play the Throne of Eldraine?
sure. Thing is, yeah, because we want to be able to draw the cards and fill our hand back
and
up.
then Nyx the Lotus, Cage Sun. Cage Sun, you think?
We'll put on the side for now, maybe, because I don't think I think this is actually going to be a very mana cheap deck because a lot of the good global pingers are very low mana.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's get some of the pingers, I guess.
So one of the things actually I think, the new sword actually works really good in this deck, the Sword of Wealth and Power. I know it's not out yet, but they might have it in here. Yep, there you go. Because whenever a equipped creature does combat damage, you make a church token, and the next cast of an instant or sorcery spell turn, you get to copy it. I guess it says only combat damage, so maybe it's not as good as I thought. I thought it says whenever it deals damage. Anyway, so Thermal Alchemist is the big one. Because we usually play these in a lot of I think it's like a hyphen in between.
Goblin Sharpshooter.
I guess because I think isn't he only a single target though?
Yeah, but it can clear up creatures because when things die, he untaps.
I didn't realize how expensive he is. Jeez.
Because he's broken.
Derek, Flame.
Do you know what he does to token decks?
Yeah.
You know what decks are popular? Goblin decks. All right, what did you say? Kessig what?
Well, remember, it's our commander only works with damage to a player, not creatures.
That does hit a player.
Okay.
It's player.
So Kessig Flame Breather. Firebrand Archer. Tectonic Hazard.
Do you know what this deck would... Derek. This deck would be so good with the Obnixilis commander. the way that you're building it right now. This is exactly how they build the Ob.
Yeah, so
because you know how good these are in that deck? Like the non-creature spell, like dealing 1 because you get to like exile the top card and get to play that. You just kind of nut if you can keep hitting spells.
Yeah, and the festivities.
All
right. You ready? You ready for this one? Mana Barbs.
Derek, no.
Yes, because it's only 1 damage with our commander play. That means anytime you tap a land, you take 4 damage. Cool, do it. You're gonna be dead. Come at me, bro. You think Board Collects was bad? I think it's 1 word. You know, it's funny. Grape Shot technically only deals 1 damage, and each one, because it only does 1 damage. If you have even like 2 or 3 on one person, that could easily become like 12 or 16 damage. Fiery Confluence.
What's
Roiling.
the artifact that you draw if you control 3 of the same lands? Is it walking something?
No, Endless Atlas. The Walking Atlas is the thing too.
And then what were you saying?
Roiling Vortex. And then that's a nifty one. And then Electrostatic Field. So again, this is going to kind of be like an instant or sorcery deck because a lot of these trigger when you cast spells. Gutter Snipe. Unruly Catapult. Erebor Flamesmith.
Say that again.
It's Erebor Flamesmith. Cinder Pyromancer. Yards. If it does 1 damage. I don't want to do that one.
It is pretty sweet.
I think that might end up doing it. Maybe I can end up doing it on pingers. Oh, Urabrask, because I know it's a single. It's kind of a pinger.
It counts. Are you gonna play like Stormkiln and?
You can do Stormkiln. What'd you say? And Rampaging Ferocidon.
Damn, Derek, we're playing all the deck cards. I only have one pinger deck, and it's awful. Yeah.
Well, we have a great commander for it now. Chandra's Incinerator is a cool one. Because that's whenever if a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Incinerator deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player. Basically, it means we always get to deal 4 damage to a creature they play. We get to do stuff like we get to run Torbrand.
Fiery Confluence, and
we also play Solifim Mayhem Dominant, the 4-mana Dominus, because it's non-combat damage.
This one?
Yeah.
And then do we want to play the Emancipation?
Yeah, let's get the extra damage in there.
The city, what's the other one called? The Convoke one? Thank you, City on Fire.
Yes, City on Fire. Thank you.
By the way, guys, we are very close to being Twitch affiliated without paying for it. I sent Derek the what we need. We were like 0.7 off of the amount of constant viewers we need per week. It was such a stupidly small amount of a number, just so you guys know. So we might have like a subscribe bar soon. Because you can just pay for it now, but we're like Twitch was always like a secondary thing for us. We just did it because we needed to record stuff for the YouTube channel anyway. So, but it would be nice that we just get it without having to do anything.
We get to play Defiler of Instinct because that also deals damage to.
Do you want
stuff.
a Bergie?
Oh yeah, we could do a Bergie. Like, and I think we play a lot like the Exile cast stuff.
Bergie. Just so, like, make sure that you post in the Discord. I would watch when I can. Yep. Yeah, we always do so. But yeah, it was like so stupid. We got all of our requirements, like, except for the viewers, the weekly viewers. We were like 0.7 off from like being Twitch affiliated. And we only stream like once a week, and we miss it sometimes because we do multiple decks, and we always upload once a week at least. So, all right. So what else?
So Tom, you ready for another funny interaction this deck? All right, we're gonna play Blackblade Reforged.
Blackblade Reforged.
And one of the instants we're gonna play is Unleash Fury. You know how Blackblade makes them really big, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our commander says if it's different than his power, you deal his power damage instead. So if we have like 8 land or a bunch of lands in play, and he's like now like a 10/10, our pingers deal 10 damage each.
Ew!
That's also why you run the other card, Unleash Fury, because it's a 2-mana instant, which triggers all of our stuff.
Yep, I got it.
That doubles target creature's power at the end of the turn.
Yep.
So the cool thing, we run stuff like Big Score. You just the draw cards make some treasures, Unexpected Windfall.
What about Double Vision?
Oh, the copies.
We could also do the reiterate combos, like with Mana Geyser. Here, reiterate. Hold on.
Yeah.
The reiterate combos and Fury Storm.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Fury Storm will work for this one. But I mean, it's still good. But it works with Jeska's Will.
Yeah, all the things that make mana.
Jeska's Will. Brass's Bounty. Hold on. Jeska's Will. Brass's Bounty. And the Mana Geyser. Okay.
We can run stuff like Seize the Spoils is another cool one. Reckless Impulse. So these like the red draws that we have to run. But the cool thing is because a lot of our creatures untap or get to do damage when we cast non-creature spells, we can run Seething Song. Then like to make some mana and almost kind of like storm off a little bit.
Bonus game? Bonus round? What is it called?
Bonus round.
Primal Amulet?
We can do that, yeah.
It's one of our only reducers. We can't play any others, right? That's the only one, right?
True. Yeah.
The red doesn't have any instant sorcery reducers, right? Do you guys know any? I think it's only Primal Amulet.
Do
you want to play like
Pyrohemia?
Yes.
You gotta be careful that we don't kill our stuff, but even if we only activate it 3 times, that's 12 damage to each. That's 3 mana to do 12 damage to every player.
What about Past in Flames?
Yes.
We could try to make like an Underworld Breach work.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's try it. Yeah.
But I don't know exactly. The only way that we could make that. Are you making this deck?
I don't know. I don't have a red deck. I know I was gonna make the dragon one yet, but it's just big
Spell
creature.
binding soprano. What is that? Spell binding soprano. Whenever it attacks instant sorcery spells you cast this turn, cost 1 less to cast. And then it has Encore for 4.
That's not too bad. It's only 2 mana.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Oh, Blazing Crescendo. Because it makes our commander bigger and it exiles the top card of our library. So it's like kind of like a cantrip.
Because there are infinites with Underworld Breach, and because I don't know if you were going to make it or not, because like there is the infinite, like, Wheel of Fortune and like an LED, or like,
No, I don't. I want to like keep this potentially buildable and like more on the budget side.
Mm-hmm.
We got Torbrand in there, right?
Yes.
Fire
breathing. What is that?
Just straight fire breathing to make him bigger.
There's other ways to do it. Like we could play the artifact that like exiles a mountain from your deck. There's other ones that work just like Blackblade Reforged, kind of.
Thrill of Possibility. Just again, I'm just trying to find the draw spells for red.
Yeah, Stratascythe. And you said Thrill of Possibility?
Do we want to run the other rituals like Pyretic Ritual and
What do you think? Do you think it's worth it?
Because if we're trying to storm off and make a bunch of mana and keep going, like...
What else?
We can play Impact Tremors. That deals 1 damage to each person.
Yeah, but don't creatures have to enter?
Yeah, but we do actually run a bunch of creatures.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Because all of our damage pingers are creatures.
Right, but I think we're only running like 18, and it is going to be an instant sorcery deck, so I don't think that's unless we played like token makers, which I don't think red has token makers for instant sorceries, other than like that. But you know what I mean, like a.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And he's just go through a bunch of like good burn spells.
Do we want to play some interaction like a braid and?
Yeah, I was just about to say a braid.
A braid, Vandal
Blast. Yo, do we run Gut Shot just because it does 4 damage for 2 life? Nah, because I want stuff that hits everybody.
A braid, Vandal Blast. Chaos Warp. Chaos Warp.
We can run Tibalt's Trickery.
Yeah. Yeah, Valakut Awakening. And Shattersoul Smashing. And Chaos Warp. Isn't there like a new Chaos Warp? Right? There's like a new one.
Maybe, sorry, I'm just reading cards.
Do you want like a Faithless Looting?
Yeah, I like Faithless Looting. Mana Clash. You and target opponents each flip us.
Derek used to play that. Or I mean,
yeah.
Jake used to play that.
Yeah. Do we have Tormenting Voice?
Wait. Which one? What was it called? Mana what?
It was called
Mana Clash, right?
Yeah.
Tormenting Voice, you said?
Yeah.
Let me check. No, I got Thrill of Possibility.
Oh, I just saw another really cool card. I'm trying to find it again. I lost it.
Do we want to play the red guy that gets instant and sorceries back?
Which one?
There's a red Anarchomancer. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh wait, isn't it? It's a
creature.
It's like dark. It's like a dweller or something, right? Something dark. Like gets a random spell back every turn.
No. There's one that's just Anarchomancer now. The blue that just get an instant sorcery back.
Ren's Resolve is the other one I'm looking at.
I can't remember the name of it.
Light Up the Stage. But yeah, it was Mana Clash was the other one I was Do
you guys know what I'm talking about? There's a new red Anarchomancer. Mnemonic Wall, that effect.
Let me look it up.
Anarchist? Is that what it's called? Anarchist?
Oh yeah, just Oh, I think it's an old card. It comes into play when you turn target source. It's only a sorcery card though.
No, there's an.
Oh, I see it. It's Revolutionist.
Ardent Elementalist. There we go. Look. Enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard.
Okay, yeah. There's a 6-mana one too, but I also don't like that one because it's like 6 mana.
Thank you.
Thanks for the help.
Mm-hmm. How does our commander work with Helm of the Host? Is it just a replacement and it doesn't do anything, or does that actually work?
No, it doesn't, because it's a replacement effect for the damage.
Okay, that's what I thought. Should we just play like a Tali? Just to have a good card?
Oh, Kamano faces Kakazan. That's 1 damage.
Wait. Say that again? Which one?
Kamano faces Kakazan. The thing that's a bane of standard right now. Chandra Torch of Defiance, because it is...
Live on Cult of Tiamat. What is that? Leave on. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature. Oh, this is good. Plus X plus.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness.
That is really cool.
That is really good with the commander. Thank you.
We play the One Ring.
Derek, look, if you want, that's fine. I'll put it in there right now. It is a busted card.
Every deck needs it.
Alright. Getting some lands. Reliquary Tower. The War Room. Commander is a 4/4. We could play Bonder's Enclave.
Yeah. Oh, we can play Shivan Gorge. It just deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's a land that says I now do 12 damage this turn. 9 damage. Sorry. No, not 3/4. Right.
Should we play? Doesn't Desert do that as well? Like just the original Desert when it enters. Deal 1 damage to target attacking creature. No. I was thinking of a different card. Derek, what card am I thinking of that, like, the Animate Dead, fucking Animate Dead decks used to play with the guy that exiles all your permanents? They used to play the land that, like, deals 1 damage.
I know. There's also Ran Up Ruins. Be the Sacrifice. No, it's Sacrifice the Desert.
Scroll of Masters. What is that? Scroll of Masters. Well, hello? What's it?
Hello? You broke it, Tom. Real nice. Real nice. This is why we can't have nice things.
My bad. Is this what you're talking about? Scroll of the Masters. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lore counter on it. Target creature you control gets a +1/+1 until end of turn, where each is a... So it's another thing that pumps the commander. What do you think about this? Yes and no?
Maybe it's 3 mana, though.
Yes. But it is 2 mana to start, and then 3 mana to use, which, you know, I don't know. How do you feel about this?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Cursed Mirror as a mana rock. Glittering Stockpile. Heraldic Banner, because it makes our commander go up to 5 because you name red. Because that +1/+0 makes him 5, which is kind of cool.
Do you want a Thought Vessel? I don't think I put Soul Ring in yet.
Oops. But yeah, we can put Thought Vessel just because it's a 2 mana rock. I don't think it'll ever actually be a thing. How do you feel about Pyromancer's Goggles? It's never really come up before, and I remember this card from a while ago. So it's it adds red, but the mana if the mana is spent to cast instant sorcery, you could copy it. But it is a 5 mana to make 1 mana.
What do you think? It is hard to copy things in these colors, so I think it might be good.
It might be worth it, even if we just ritual it out, because I think maybe it's even worth it. Oh, Chandra Awakened Inferno, because that's the thing that gives them the it gives everybody the emblem that deals 1 damage to them. Which is funny because you have multiples of those. They each trigger once, and so if their commander's in play, you do it twice. That's 8 damage right there for everybody.
Crazy. Crazy sauce. What other cool lands?
You know, Tyrite Sanctum, because our commander is a god. That's the one where you sacrifice it and you put an indestructible counter on target god. Which makes our Pyrohemia play potentially really, really cool. Again, or it's just a utility land. It's just colorless untapped. Castle Embereth gives a creatures +1/+0.
Isn't there a monocolored haste enabler? It's the dual land, right? Tavern Brawler?
Tavern Brawler isn't that thing where you discard a card and exile?
Isn't Tavern Brawler only when you flip coins? Oh no, I was thinking the wrong card. Commanders have, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. This creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's goated.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Do you want to play any more of the card advantage like that? Like an Outpost Siege or like the ones that steal it from them?
We have... we also have the shot. You got Torch of Defiance in there, right?
Oh, you want to get the Chandra... Yes, that makes sense. Chandra, Torch of Defiance. I also like Stolen Strategy. But that's probably not as good in this. Because you don't really want their spells, you just want your spells.
What about Chandra's Hope's Beacon? That's a copier, makes mana, and also has an exile off the top effect. Bottom second to the left. Right there.
God, there's so many Chandras. Isn't
this
like
a Chandra tribal?
Do 1 damage to target player if Chandra has dealt 3 or more damage this turn. Exile her, so that flips immediately. Deal 2 damage to target player. Her emblem is deal 6 damage to each opponent. Each player dealt that damage this way. At the beginning of the upkeep, this emblem deals... Okay. God, there's so many Chandras. Ooh, Chandra's Ignition. That's a funny way to kill everybody. That's how I kill everybody in my Pakal-Dan deck.
Oh, what about Fiery Inscription? So when it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you, but whenever you cast instant or sorcery spell, it does 2 damage to each opponent, and it's a non-creature spell, because some of our pingers aren't just instant or sorcery, it's non-creature spells.
It's fiery what?
Fiery, I was just on it, and I swallowed away, Fiery Inscription.
Isn't there like a meld land that gives haste in mono red, right?
Oh, Tom, Virtue of Courage. Read that bitch. The other part of it for 5 mana.
Oh yeah.
So that's card advantage.
Mm-hmm. Smoke Spirits. For each of up to X target creatures, create a red or enchantment token called the Smoke Blessing to those tokens. Whenever this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to its controller, and you make a treasure token. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a board wipe would still hurt us, and it could potentially do some extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the goal is to not want to have our things die if we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so cool yeah, it wouldn't even get doubled, yeah. Okay. Any other lands?
You do Magic Missile. Just not a little burn spell, but basically.
Well, if we want to try to make Underworld Breach work, we can also play Myriad. Do we want to play like the triple damage spell as like a win con? The spell that deals X. What is that one called? Plaza Heroes is also good.
I literally just played this card. I know exactly what it is. It's like the 3X.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I think of the name? I literally just killed everybody the other day with this card.
What is that one called?
Crackle with Power. There it is. I remember. IR has good brain. All right, we got all of our artifacts in that, like all the ramp. Or do you want to look at a few more? Maybe like a Mind Stone.
2,
just because it draws
3,
a card.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's probably fine. Like, this deck doesn't need like.
And we do have a bunch of stuff that potentially makes mana and some treasure generation, especially we can get copies with it. How many cards do we have in total right now, by the way?
Any of the lands?
Not really. One thing I think is like maybe putting like a Valakut, just because like if we hit it, we hit it. Speaking of which, Valakut Awakening and was it
I got
Hammer
those.
Smash? Was it the Hammer
Shattered.
Fall Smashing? Shatter Skull Smashing?
Yes, I got
Got
them
it.
both.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the one MDFC that's one red that deals like Spike Field Hazard or something, or I think it's Spike Field Hazard.
Yep.
So let's put our land count up. I just want to see where we are card wise. So that's 34, 35, 36, 37 in total. Okay. Let's scroll. I just want to see what our count is right now.
118.
All right, 18. All right. The other thing that's good we could start making. I think where we want to make living cuts, we maybe start looking at creatures first. Because we want to make sure we have the pingers, but we don't want to have too many creatures.
We could probably cut the goblin because it kind of went in a different direction.
Actually,
we could also just like truncate everything that's not doing like an instant sorcery thing if you want to go in that direction. It's up to you though.
So the filer only works on permanents, right? Yeah, we could cut the Ferocidon, yeah. And I think the filer is cool because it deals the 1 damage whenever you cast something. It's only one person, and it's any target. But it has to be a red permanent spell to get its actual ability. But I guess that's not terrible if we like draw the pingers and we want to play them.
No, I guess no. That does seem pretty bad.
Also, maybe we do need some way to haste enable the creatures because a lot of them are some of them are tap effects. And so we want to be able to have them put in play maybe and use them the turn they enter.
What do you want that to be?
What's that red spell, that the new one that gives everything haste? Let me look it up.
Do you still like this as well? The Wealth and Power?
No, we could cut that. Oh, Rising of the Day. And it also gives our commander +1/+0, so again makes them a little bit bigger. I do want to try and find and get that in there. Maybe Chandra's Gauntlet. It's 5 mana. It only makes 1 mana. The copy is nice.
I think we are like we'll be a little light on. I think we just
true.
Let's just trim everything that doesn't have to do with like Do you still want to play this or?
Yeah, no, maybe because that will get us hated out of the game super quick.
I did see a game where they just didn't play a spell at all, killed the player. Same thing with the. What do you think about the Pyrahemia?
I think I like Pyrahemia because you could just wait to use it. Because you get it out and play.
And then what about Rolling Vortex? I mean, that does deal 3 every turn. But it does it to us as well, right?
Yeah, so it's only once a turn. Yeah, we can cut that one.
Because like I said, it looks like we went in a different direction.
It's basically mostly the gain life thing because we are a burn deck, so having them not be able to gain life was kind of cool with that. And same thing with the Ferocidon we cut. That was also like the only other we can't gain life thing. But it's okay. Like we don't have to run those things.
Yeah.
I like all the copies. Maybe we don't need the ritual.
Which one?
Maybe the pyretic ritual. I like Seething Song because it makes a whole bunch of mana. But I've never been a fan of like just the 2 mana rituals for these type of things. And maybe we could cut down on some of the discard draw stuff because it's mostly like looting more than anything. I like the ones that make treasures because it kind of lets keep doing things. And Browse's bounty is kind of nuts.
I don't know if Underworld Breach is going to work that well in here.
All right.
I think like it's better with blue because you have cantrips and like Flame Jab. What's Flame Jab? Oh, it has Retrace? Oh.
That's actually kind of cool. Yo, that's actually really cool if we have like Bergie in play, because as long as we have lands in our hand, we just constantly discard them to Bergie. To the red, because she makes the red mana back.
Anything here you don't like?
Yo, Grape Shot could potentially just kill one person very quickly. Maybe do you think we can make Crackle work? Yeah, we could cut Magic Missile. Yeah, I'm also wondering about if we actually can make enough mana to make Crackle with Power work. But if we have some copy stuff, like,
well, my thing is like if we're doing like an infinite of something, like we might need a payoff, you know? So like I think it's good to have one thing that like in case whatever we have isn't good enough, like we can try to get that, you know? This is like one thing that if we make infinite mana with any of the like combos that we have, like with the Fury Storm or Reiterate, like, you know.
So I think I like all of these. Maybe we could cut the Kamano's Faces Kakazan, because it's basically we're just using it for the enchantment saga. Maybe just because hitting it for 1 damage the one time is cool and all, but its other effects don't really do much for us.
Any of the other enchantments you don't like?
No, I kind of like all these.
Well, I mean, doesn't Fury Storm always copy even if you've just cast it?
Yeah,
When you cast the spell, copy for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. So even if you cast it once, it makes the copy. So it does
because if you cast 0, it's just a single copy. Yeah. So with your commander play, you get 2 things.
So Fury Storm can just keep targeting itself, and it works with really just the Storm Kiln Artist. So we don't like really need Fury Storm, because you can't play like the Ral or the Onyx. It only really works with the Storm Kiln.
Another thing I'm just kind of okay with, I think, back in the artifacts is the
Do you want to cut the Fury Storm?
Yeah, we cut the Fury Storm. I mean, that's our infinite. I guess a way to make infinite mana to keep playing stuff. But if we don't have like consistent,
it doesn't work because it has to keep targeting itself. Is the problem?
Yeah, but the dudes, whenever you copy a spell,
well, yes, this is the only one. It only works with him. Yeah.
But other than that, it doesn't really do too much.
The reiterate combo works with everybody because it's buyback.
Mm-hmm.
That on the other hand works. But yes, I play the Fury Storm combo and Paco Haldan. It only needs to copy 1 time.
Okay, maybe we don't need Chandra's Incinerator. I know that's it's basically removal because it only targets creatures, and it's basically just to hit their stuff after we burn them for damage.
Okay.
But maybe we don't. Maybe we just don't worry about that. And in the artifacts, I'm not super feeling Scroll of the Masters.
Okay.
Because we draw it late game. Also, it takes a little while to build up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because at least all the other stuff we have,
we do have some stuff like we have the doubler,
and we have the spells that do it right away, or the enchantments that do at least right away.
7 more cards.
I don't want to cut too many instants or sorceries. So we have 12 there.
Is there any
and
of them that we
there.
don't like?
Man, I don't want to cut
Like,
any of them because
do we really think this is like?
It's a cheap spell that untaps our pingers.
That's
so like
true.
our pingers hit everything,
That's
deal
true.
4 damage, play that for 1 mana, untap.
Yep, that's true.
It also brings us, if we have like any of the if we have Bergie or Abrask or the other dude,
aren't there
it
just
pays
red spells that you can play that just draw? Right, there are red spells that draw.
There's a few of them. There's like the ones that gives it haste. Actually, no. What's the haste expropriate? Gives a creature haste, then draw a card, so it just cycles itself, and that gives us a spell to untap.
Do we like that more than one of these?
Maybe over one of like the discard draws. I always run into the discard draw just because like we don't really have too many ways to get like go plus in red outside of like exiling from the top. I think it's expropriate. No, expropriate. No. Expedite. For 1 mana.
Okay, we gotta cut 8 cards. Cage Sun?
Yeah, I'm cool with cutting Cage Sun. Well, what about the Chandras? Any Chandras you don't like?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's look at the Chandras. I'm also just making sure that we have enough pips for Nyx Lotus. But I think we do. I mean, I kind of like all these in here. Because it's card advantage, getting to copy things, and... No, getting to copy things and giving them the 1 damage a turn thing sounds crazy. Do we get Past and Flames in here? Yes, we did. Okay.
Maybe get rid of Ren's Resolve. I think it's fine to cut.
Clash? Or you think that's good? You said Ren's Resolve?
That's the cards right below. Or we could get rid of Mana Clash. What if, like, let's read. When opponent each flip a coin, Mana Clash does 1 damage to each player who's... Yeah, because it's only 1 person. So yeah, we could cut that. I think just because it does 1 damage on multiple times.
No, I like these.
Especially light up the stage because it's really easy to do damage because that's how what our deck does.
Alright, Chaos Warp sucks.
Yeah, I'm becoming less and less of a fan of it. Maybe Tibalt's Trickery. Sometimes that helps them more than hurts them.
I'm still thinking Pyrrhemia.
You think?
Yeah,
because you know what? Because
it kills our creatures. Like
right, yeah. True. Yeah, we could cut that. Yeah,
it's not just players. If it just said players, it'd be a lot better. I also think this might be too hard to pull off, and like it's only probably gonna do something for 1 turn. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, still 40 red pips.
Okay.
Return the past instead of past in flames. What is return to past? As long as it's your turn, each instant sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. Its flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. What do you think about
that? It's just more expensive.
And the difference is like...
But it's like compared to 4 to 6, or if it's flashback 5 to 6.
And also, Past in Flames can be used again, because it has flashback.
But if that's out, everything always has flashback.
Yes, but we would prefer an instant sorcery in an instant sorcery deck.
Yeah, because I kind of don't want to cut any more instants or sorceries, because some of our pingers are red spells.
We're 18 plus 11, that's 29.
Yeah, and usually when we play a creature-based deck, we're like 32, 33 creatures, so already a little bit low.
Is haste like super important?
Yeah, because our pingers and the one that we have.
How many pingers do we have? It's just these two, right?
It's just those two.
And that? It's just 3?
Oh, I guess it's just, yeah.
I think the 2 instant sorceries will be fine, or we can just wait a turn. And then we just need to cut 1 card.
We don't poke we poke players to death. We don't care about creatures to death. This is how it goes, poking things to death.
We're trying.
We poke players to death. Maybe we cut out one of the. Maybe we cut out the City on Fire, because we don't have a lot of creatures, and it might be harder to play that one. I'm cool with Emancipation, and we have the Dominus. And like, if we ever commander 1 creature, I guess if we ever commander 1 creature out, it does make it less than the same as Fire Emancipation. Just we don't have a lot of creatures, so at times like that's going to be
right. But I feel like this deck needs these, right, to like be able to kill people.
Well, I don't think I think our commander is going to definitely be able. Making everything deal 4 damage that's a lot of damage.
But then tripling that, and now we're actually killing people in like 3 spells. I think just having the redundancy of both of them in there is just like what I want in this.
We cut 1 land.
Possibly.
Or we say, screw it, we cut Vandal Blast. We don't need it. We're not playing that. We cut our other removal. No removal.
Well, we only needed to cut 1, so it's good.
There we go.
But I think we prefer Vandal Blast over a Braid, right? That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't care about creatures. We're going the aggro plan.
We have plenty of ways to ping creatures.
Yeah, we don't even want to. We even don't want to do that. We don't care about that. We're the face is the place with this deck. I don't care what you're doing. I'm just gonna try and kill you before you do what you want to do.
I just don't think we have enough ramp to play. How'd we end up 1 down? Did the Vandal Blast go in?
And didn't look.
There we go. Okay. We don't have enough ramp to play 35 lands. All right. Let's try it. I mean, I guess.
It's a 3-lander with a ramp that we can't play.
What do you think?
I would mulligan this.
It's pretty bad.
Okay, we have Faithless Looting Hand that lets us find some stuff with a Torp brand. That's pretty cool. Okay.
What would you do?
I think I would do a looting off the bat. Get an early looting. We have a bunch of lands if we really need to discard it. So I think here,
just 2 lands, I guess.
so we didn't draw 2 lands, so that means there's a higher chance to be more lands. So I think I'm cool with ditching lands here.
Which ones though?
Uh, maybe that one for now. Let's make sure we have our guaranteed color and for stuff in the reliquary. See, look at that.
Then we get the gutter snipe down. And then we get our commander down. And then we do the Torbrand. And then now we can cast a spell if we want.
Yeah, which 4, 5, that would deal 10 damage to everybody.
Mm-hmm. And we draw a card.
Yeah, if we had...
Did you count this?
Yeah, because is it 1 or 2 extra damage?
2 per instance, so it'd be 2/2.
Oh yeah, it does. I'm pretty sure it does, because it just modifies the damage just like the other thing does. So you set how you want the layers to be affected.
Since they choose...
Go away. Shit.
No, but it works. It works with a electrostatic field and like these, right?
No, yeah, it does work. It does work together. I'm pretty sure. Wait, this says if a red source would deal amount of non-combat less than or does that, and then Torbrand says Mutual would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent that player controls. Yeah, so they're both replacement effects affecting the same source of damage. One makes from it go from 1 damage to 4, and then Torbrand's replacement effects, if you set it afterwards, then makes it go from 4 to 6 because you add 2 to the damage. To it. It's like having multiple parallel lives in play because they're affecting the same source. And when you have multiple things like this, like replacement effects, you choose when they're affected. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Oh, right, that's that weird rule with burn. That's right, I completely forgot about this. Okay, I think they're actually right. They're right. There's a weird thing with when you deal damage, and you have multiple damage effectors. The person taking the damage changes how it affects them. It's like, yeah, that's that. I forgot that is that weird real rule with that. That is very true. I completely forgot about that. That was one of those weird rulings with like how replacement effects work.
That isn't the first time we've actually made that mistake with something, by the way.
Yeah, because if another effect, so here's if another effect modifies how much damage your red sources would deal, including preventing some of it, the player being dealt damage or the controller of the permanent being dealt damage is choose an order which to apply those effects. If all the damage is prevented, Tormund's effect no longer applies.
So then, what do we want to put back in then?
You know what we should put in is the Dictate of the Twin Gods. Just more damage doubling.
But doesn't that isn't that symmetrical?
Yeah.
There's no other ways to do it that isn't symmetrical.
Isn't there like the one pirate person that doubles damage? Oh, but no, but I think it's the same thing. Right. Actually, we might have to change. We actually might have to. Uh, Now that I think about it, that might actually make all the damage doublers not good in this because they're all affecting the damage in the same way. So if they get to choose how a stack is, they could triple the one damage, so they'll always end up dealing only 4 damage.
But that, dude, that just means that commanders like this are so bad.
So you just have to lead it. So we just So yeah, I think we put the mana barbs back in.
I put the cage sun back in.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that rule, man.
I guess we can just put a braid back in. Well, it's because the only time that it applies is when things check if it's a 1 damage like trigger. Like it's another thing that is like unnecessary for it. It's a dumb thing, honestly, because like nothing else
Yeah,
works that way except for damage. Like the player who's dealing the damage should be the one that gets to layer how the effects work, not the player who's being dealt the damage. That just makes no sense. It should be the player who controls the permanence. It's stupid. I guess I'll just put a braid back in. And
yeah, man, that is a weird. I really don't like that ruling. I guess that is their answer. I know it's like the official ruling, and I'm guessing because you're instead of it where you're just affecting your board, you're affecting a player.
it is
So they
stupid though, because like nothing else works that way except for damage. So like
yeah,
why do they
because
have it so that everything else like you choose how things go and it's only things like affecting them. Like it's stupid.
mm-hmm.
It makes actually no sense. We've run into this problem before actually for another commander that we made that it had to be like a 1 power thing or something. I don't remember who it was, but I guess we could put the incinerator back as well. Okay. All right. That should be fine.
Man. Boo.
Like it's just another thing that makes it so that red just sucks as well. Like they don't get to do fun shit.
At least when you have just a bunch of damage triplers and doublers, it doesn't matter because multiplication together always adds up to the same.
Mhm.
But man, yeah, it's still a butt ton of damage regardless.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess it doesn't really work good in the deck. You just gotta go off your single pings, and you have a bunch of them.
Mhm.
You could definitely get there. But yeah, if we had that triple damage, would have been so nice.
But I know we've come across this before with something else. I can't remember what it was.
I know the other deck that kind of uses this effect too.
Is the Obnixilis, the 1 damage to everything.
Mm,
The red black one. I don't think we didn't make that one. Did we?
no, I don't think so. I think there was just like a weird ruling with it came up.
Uh
But anyway, I don't know. It would be nice to have the little extra damage in there.
it's
It probably does need it.
it's stupid though. Like I still consider that wow, this is really budget. Damn.
Yeah, well, it's red, man, and we're not playing like the meta red deck, so we're not playing mono. Like, look at our spells. We're playing one drop garbage.
Yes. But yeah, it is stupid. For sure. No, but then that's just like adding too much away from like what the deck is trying to do. Like he is trample and like he's big enough, so like it should hopefully be fine.
Yeah, it's still you're paying like 1 to 2 mana to deal like 12 damage around the board.
And there isn't really ways to give evasion in red like well.
That's outside of equipment.
I hate single targeted equipment that do it. Like it's just so bad. Like red decks, like normal red decks are gonna play like the cards that just triple the powers. Oh yeah, Sir Kara. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about that one. The Sir Kara. We've played this in something before. This one. Whenever an instant or sorcery you control deals damage to a player, exile the thought. Yeah. Yes. This is very good.
And it's also another pinger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we take the braid out is one of the things that we added.
That was a good one. We've played this in something. We made Derek made a red deck once that we made that was the guy that if he deals excess, it's like tripled or something. I forget what his effect was.
Oh, you mean not Torbrand, the fire god dude?
Yeah.
Let's say if you ever deal damage, whenever you deal non-combat extra damage, he deals the other damage.
Yeah, we played her in something. I remember seeing her. Oh no! I know what we played her in. Didn't we make a pinger deck like with the there was like a pinger they made that like they
was
tried
it black
to make
red?
Yeah, I think it was black red.
Also, I don't know, man. We've also built like 200 decks at this point.
We have built a lot, yes. But all right. Thanks for clarifying that. I still think it's a stupid rule, and I think that players should be in control of like the way that affects layer. If it's their permanence, I think that that's a dumb rule. Because that works with everything else except for damage, like things that are like affecting opponents. So like, it's whatever.
But when you make tokens, doesn't affect the players. Yeah, until I swing 30 creatures at you, it does.
Yeah. It's weird. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's glad that we didn't leave them in there. And they were like, wait, there was 3 cards that didn't even work correctly.
Yeah, because what we do is
technically speaking, it's not like that it doesn't. Like, we could still just play Fiery Emancipation and that. Because, like, even though they don't. No. Because I see what you're saying. If the commander's out, then they can just choose to, like, use the commander. But, like, I guess if we just play it, like, without the... No, it's just not going to work that way.
I mean, without our commander, it means at least they're still doing a bunch of extra damage.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think I read the backside of this.
It becomes a land when it dies. And if you dealt 4 more damage, you could flip it.
Yep. Sulfim? Which one are you talking about? Sulfim? What card are you talking about again?
Was it a creature? The damage the god Sulfim, right. I forgot he's also a damage doubler. So I can stick something back in.
Is there any other like card advantage, like outpost sieges that we missed or anything?
We have to have one. Oh, somebody even think we could be playing. We could play Ruby Medallion.
Oh yeah. Why would we not? That's better than an instant sorcery reducer.
Or we could also play Neheb the Internal, where you add red for each 1 life your opponent's lost this turn.
It's fine. All right. That should be good for now. That seems fine. I put the incinerator back.
All right, because I guess we'll be a little bit slower, and that will help.
Yeah, that'll help. Yeah, that'll help with the slow games. But yeah, I mean everything else seems fun. It's just now we just have to 100% play with the commander. So like these get a lot more important, like the Stratascythe and. Oh, speaking of that, I won't play Buried Ruin. Just in case, you know. Yeah, it has trample. Yes, so yeah, we could just kill people with all the stuff that we have that buffs the commander. So it has two ways to win. It's the commander's just going to kill them, or we're playing enough instant sorceries and they're just going to die to that. And then we also have a combo with Reiterate, and either Jessica's Will, Brass's Bounty, or Mana Geyser. If they all make enough, you know, they have to make at least 6.
Which they usually do.
Yes. So, and the thing with Reiterate, it's buyback, so it does trigger all of them every time. Because it is a recast, like we're buying it back and recasting, buying it back and recasting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything else seems cool.
It's funny, it's funny, Tom, also we could do. You can play Grafted Exoskeleton to give one of our pingers Infect, and it does 4 Infect, technically. Because it modifies how much damage it does.
It is true.
But I hate Infect.
I'll put it in the maybe board as like a...
I hate Infect. Put it in the trash, in the garbage, where it belongs.